I tell you, my friend, it was not that easy. And at that time, that was my first time that I quit. I said, I have to quit. I'm a loser.
You told yourself
that I'm a loser.
So do you think that a lot of university students are going through the same situation that you're going right now? That you finish school, but when it comes to time that you're supposed to look for a job, you're supposed to have a job, it's not easy, it's hard.
Yes.
Have you ever thought that one day you end up in Harare?
No. I never thought of this day. I grew up on a farm. I just thought that after school I'll be a farmer.
A farmer.
You know?
I think God works in mysterious ways. God uplifts people. I had the same mentality that my life is just going to end in Chinhoyi. Chinhoyi is a small town.
Yeah.
There are limited opportunities there, especially if we are talking about Alaska. It's a small place and there is limited opportunities. That is why I asked, have you ever thought that you end up in Harare? Because in Mashonaland West, deep in the rural areas, some of the places, when people speak of Harare, they speak highly of Harare. They see it as an achievement.
If you visit in those deep areas, they actually save pocket money so that they could travel just to see the capital city.
Just to see Joina City.
Just to see Joina City. Because if you ask someone, have you ever been to Harare? They will just say about Joina City and stuff. So Harare is just the macrocosm of Zimbabwe.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So how is your life right now?
Right now, I can't say that it's quite a life that I wanted, because I'm facing a lot of challenges. When I say challenges, I'm trying to mean the financial issues.
Okay.
When I came here, I thought I would find a job. But unfortunately, right now, I'm just taking part-times. Sometimes it's very hard.
Very hard.
Yeah, to live a life. Sometimes I even think of returning back
to
Chinhoyi and say, my parents are back. Because life here in Harare is very tough.
Very tough.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a job.
A job. So, are you educated?
Yeah, I have a degree.
A degree?
Yes.
Degree in what?
Journalism and media studies.
And even though you have these qualifications, it's hard to find a job? Very
hard. I've tried to apply so many times, but I'm tired now. And even if I'm to open my email, you find there on the sent list, just DSL madam, DSL madam, DSL madam. I'm tired of sending CVs, but no replies.
No reply.
And you know what? At one point, I even thought that journalism is just a degree that has no job opportunities in Zimbabwe.
Oh, okay.
Because I graduated in 2022.
2022.
That's where I graduated. That's when I graduated. And from 2022, I tried my best and do the CV thing, but
it was not easy.
It was not easy. Sometime last year, I even went back home.
You went back to Chinhoyi?
Back to Chinhoyi, okay. Because after graduation, I was here in Chinhoyi. I was here in Harare, staying with a friend, so that I could be applying. But then I just felt like I was just a burden to my friend, because I wasn't working at that time. So, imagine when you be just sitting, doing nothing, and your friend would be your breadwinner, who is not my relative, but just a friend who I met in university. So I thought it would be just a burden for him to take care of me. Then I went back home, then to Chinhoyi, deep in the rural areas. And when I went back, I tell you, my friend, it was not that easy.
That's what you told me. You told me that you tried everything, from doing horticulture, from selling cattle.
When I went back, I even started horticulture with a friend. See, I'm a journalist,
Yeah, exactly.
but I was doing horticulture. We tried everything, working under that scorching heat,
Yes.
tirelessly. And sometimes in the evening, when I'll be taking a bath, I'll be bleeding, just because I used to spend much of my time working under that scorching heat. And then we failed. That project failed because we had no finance to capacitate ourselves. My mom said, I told you to just leave that shit, find a job.
Exactly.
And I told her that, Mom, see, I tried. All the money that I've been saving, I've been using it just as bus fare to go for the interviews where I would never be called. Right, come, we have secured a job for you.
Exactly.
But now, see, it's best for me to start a new life, just to find something else so that I can try to to capacitate myself, so that I move on. Then after that, I even became a cattle buyer.
A cattle buyer.
Yeah, for about 3 or 5 months, I guess, I was a cattle buyer, going deep in the rural areas, moving on a motorcycle.
You were using a motorcycle?
A motorcycle. And sometimes having these accidents, getting injured, but I had to motivate myself that I need to find capital, so that one day I would buy myself cameras,
Yeah.
and start my own thing, you know. And then I think I was being attacked spiritually. Because at first, that deal, it gave me hope. And the profits were quite motivating me to keep pushing.
Exactly.
At one point, you see the graph, at first it would be like, it would be going high, then started declining. Then I realized that now the spiritual fathers, they are now attacking me. Let me just quit. And at that time, that was my first time that I quit. I said, I have to quit. I'm a loser.
You told yourself
that I'm a loser. Then I had to quit. Then I came back here.
You came back here in Harare?
In Harare again. And actually, I'm very, very, very proud, and I'm very happy that I have a wife who understands my situation. At one point, she just said, let's go back to Harare, start a new life. I'll pay rent 3 months in advance.
Your wife?
My wife. She hustles a lot, but the father, I have nothing to put food on the table.
And at the end of the day, you are trying everything.
I'm trying everything. And actually, the most part that saddens me is that moment, it seems as if I was taking no responsibilities to take care of my family. And my wife, she was the one taking care of me. And I listened to that advice and said, okay, how much money do you have? And she said, I have the money to pay 3 months in advance for our rental, then buy food, and the rest we'll see. God will open a way. And I said, it's okay. I will try to persuade my parents so that they will bless us.
Exactly.
So that I can move on, I can move out. Then we moved out and started a new life.
Yeah, how was it?
Very tough, my friend. Very tough.
So, you are a journalist, a graduate, and right now in Harare, it seems like a skill that you acquired at school, doing piece jobs, taking videos of people, taking
Every day, streets.
pictures.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah. Imagine, every day I'll be in town, just to charge my phone and my laptop, so that I use when so that the laptop serves as our power bank at home.
Okay.
Because where I stay right now, just because financially I'm struggling, I managed to secure a room somewhere in Eastview, and the rentals are quite cheap, and you see it's a high density where it's just
Everything is low.
Everything is low. So the rentals are cheap just because of the appearance of the suburb. So there is no electricity, and I'll be in town just to find somewhere I could just charge my phone and my laptop, so that when I'll be home, I'll be doing these piece jobs using my phone. So when I'll be in town, so whenever I meet my friends, I'll be telling them that, you know what, my phone and my laptop, this is my office. Whenever I find a client, once, because I'm a journalist by profession, but I pursued graphics and design.
By yourself?
Yes. It's just something that I pursued. I felt like I need to do that for a living. At one point when I was in university, I used to do dissertations for
people,
my peers, to get finance, to capacitate myself. So actually, that skill, I mastered that skill that even now I keep pushing myself that in the future to come, I want to be the best graphic designer.
Which is something that you never learned at school.
I never learned that in school.
You learned it yourself?
Yes, myself.
And your degree?
It's journalism.
It's journalism, and it's just there.
It's a certificate that I framed and just put it in a picture frame on the wall. It's not working.
So do you think that a lot of university students are going through the same situation that you're going right now? That you finish school, but when it comes to time that you're supposed to look for a job, you're supposed to have a job, it's not easy, it's hard.
Yes. Actually, in my class, for an example, we were enrolled, the university enrolled 150 journalists by that time. Let me say, half of my peers are unemployed. Half. So when I'm saying 150, half of 150, that's the statistics I'm quite sure of. I'm not mistaken, 3/4. They are unemployed. They are just maids, security guards. They are just doing something just to earn a living. That doesn't even require journalism skills. They are just doing that for the sake of earning a living. That's it.